Here we go, we're back. Y'all aren't missing anything if the stream disconnects. No big deal if it does disconnect. Y'all aren't really missing much right now. Just grinding for the shiny objects. I don't feel so bad about the stream disconnecting at this part.
This one goes boom.
Keep going, keep grinding. The stream disconnects again, it disconnects again. And we're back. Yep. I think it actually disconnected twice. Oh well. Seeing as how all I'm doing is grinding right now, it's no big deal if it does disconnect. We're only at 32,000 now, we still got plenty more to go. Oh boy. Doing it with Patrick now, though. Change things up a bit. And give Patrick some more screen time, since he wasn't in this one a whole lot.
Again!
So he gets to that over there, let's start messing up the jumps.
Ice cream down.
Ice cream! 2 ice creams! Still 2 ice creams!
Hard as a rock.
Washing an old person! It is only a matter of time. We shall get to the required amount of shiny objects eventually. Really don't like how this keeps messing up though.
Is this all? I thought it was gonna be an ice cream cone. It went boom. So shiny. Ooh, a present in every one.
Alright. It's 2 super monster combos every time. Excuse me.
Hey, what just happened? Uh-oh, this one goes boom.
This one goes boom. Getting there, getting there, getting there. There's probably a faster way to do this than just doing this part over and over, but I don't know it. The grind continues. It's the good thing with all this is that the final boss itself doesn't take too long. Of course, since I've been cursed a whole lot during these streams, what with my connection problems and as well as me dying on things that I did pretty easily when I played this on PS4. Final boss might take a bit longer than it did for me before.
You broke my rhythm. Now I'm gonna break something of yours.
You broke my rhythm, now I'm gonna break something of yours. I used to do this way before I started copying you.
Hard as a rock. Barnacles.
Barnacles. I have an idea. Something to maybe get me a few more shiny objects a bit faster, but I'm gonna switch back to SpongeBob for it. I don't blame anyone for not watching right now, since all I'm doing is grinding shiny objects. I understand the low viewership at the moment. It's all good. Ugh. Itching again.
There's nothing like the smell of bubbles in the morning. Smells like victory. Kabam! Oh, sparkly!
Oh, sparkly! Use the bubble ball to get rid of that duplicatotron. Every time. Get a little bit extra.
I love opening presents.
Fish paste! Barnacles! SpongeBob! Sorry about the foul language, Mr. Krabs.
As long as these pants are square and this sponge is Bob, I will not let the
No.
kitty bottom down. Ouch! Bolorama!
I think it gives me an extra 100. Sure. Worth it. Almost 100. An extra 50, actually. It was worth it! Yeah, it gives you an extra 50. We're getting there. When we started coming here to grind, we had probably 11,000, and now we're up to 42,000. Didn't take too long, so. Sure.
I feel like a new sponge.
Woohoo! Now I wonder what to do next as my next big game to play. I wonder if I'll go back to Doom or if I'll go back to Doom, or maybe I'll start streaming was thinking of starting to stream Spyro again. Play through that. Play through those games again. Definitely gonna play through Crash again before Crash 4 comes out. We're only 3 months away. A little under 3 months away from Crash 4. Crazy. I think this might be the shortest wait between like a game actually coming out and like when the game was announced in a while. Like we have to wait 4 months between when Crash 4 was announced and when it's actually going to come out. Just 4 months. Crazy. Because it got announced pretty much last month. Actually announced in the middle of June. Well, not the middle of June. Kind of towards the end of June. It was like June 22nd or something.
I love opening presents. Pow!
I love opening presents. Pow! I'm sure it's also probably getting tiring to listen to SpongeBob say the same stuff over and over. But eventually we shall have all the shiny objects we need. Then we'll finally get to something different, and that something different being the final boss.
Go SpongeBob! Go SpongeBob! Go SpongeBob!
Kinda tempted to... I am tempted to stream through Spyro again, not just because I love those games a whole bunch, and because I actually bought the game on the Switch like last month, actually 2 months ago, and I've yet to actually play it on the Switch. I've been saving it for a stream. Been saving my Switch copy so I could stream it, and I just haven't been able to stream it because I've been so busy with Last of Us and this game. I also want to play it again because I'm thinking we might actually get a Spyro cameo in the new Crash game. What I'd like as a whole...
Like the smell of bubbles in the morning.
What I like as a whole DLC story featuring Spyro. I think that'd be pretty cool. I think it'd be really cool if Crash 4 actually did get DLC. This is one of those... Crash 4 is one of those games where I actually would really like it to have DLC. Even though we're already going to get 100 levels in the game, in the base game. It'd be really cool if it got DLC. And like the DLC could reference other Crash games. I could get one based on Wrath of Cortex, and we could get another one that's based on the crossover he had with Spyro back on the Game Boy, and maybe another one can be a reference to the Radical Entertainment era, even though that era is pretty meh with Crash. Something like that. That's how I picture it. One DLC for Wrath of Cortex, another for Spyro, and another for the Radical days of Crash. Where it was Crash of the Titans and Mind Over Mutant, and they all had those crazy designs. I never actually played Mind Over Mutant, but I like how every cutscene had like a different animation style to it.
For another fantastic day!
It was really cool. Just finding something to talk about that's kind of unrelated to SpongeBob while we're just busy grinding out these shiny objects. Gotta find something to talk about while we grind. Make this a little more exciting. We're almost at 50,000, so we're getting there. There's 40,000 more after that. hoping that we don't have connection problems like this when I get to Crash, especially Crash 4. Don't want the connection problems to happen when I'm playing that game. I feel like what I'm probably going to do when I get the game is I'm going to stream. There's like 2 different ways to play it. There's the retro mode and the modern mode. I'll have the retro mode for a stream, and then like in my free time I'll probably stream, not stream, I'll just play the modern mode on my own. So I definitely want to stream the retro mode since it's Crash, it's classic Crash. Retro mode is basically giving you lives. The modern mode is infinite lives.
It shines.
It shines. We're getting there, we're getting there. You never know where you go until you get there. You never know where you go until you get there. I'm just itching all over the place today.
Take that! Bolorama! I love opening presents. Pow!
Just a little under 40,000 more, and then we'll have all we need from Mr. Krabs. Might go until we get like 89,000 here at Goo Lagoon, and then we can get like the last 1,000 in Bikini Bottom. Pretty sure we can do that. Hey, John playing Smash. Everybody still plays Smash a whole lot. Definitely gonna stream Smash Brothers again this week at some point. Oh, here's another game I actually like to stream pretty soon as well. I just a few weeks ago on the SNES Online on the Switch, they actually added Donkey Kong Country to it. The original Donkey Kong Country. So I can stream that game. That'd be fun. Be a good one. Good old DK.
There's nothing like the smell of bubbles in the morning. Smells like victory.
One of my favorite Donkey Kong Country songs. The Fear Factory. As it's called. Well, the music is called Fear Factory. Messed it up. I wish I could stream Mario Maker 2 again. I mean, I guess I could if I wanted to, but problem is Mario Maker 2 has a history of not working very well on my streams. Tends to drop a whole lot of frames, and there's like a bunch of lag that happens, and stream disconnects and stuff. It's yeah. So I'll definitely stream Mario Maker 2 more often if it actually worked more often on my streams. I've streamed it a couple times, but most of the time it just hasn't worked for me. I just recently made my first super world in the game, and I based it off Banjo-Kazooie. I made a bunch of Banjo-Kazooie themed worlds in Mario Maker, and I made a whole super world out of it. Which I just finished last night.
I love opening presents.
I'm just shutting off at some point.
Kerplooey!
Getting there, getting there. Money, money, gonna make some money. I think we've been at this for 40 minutes. Whew. At least 40 minutes. We're up to 57,000. So is it gonna take another... Is it gonna take another 40 minutes to get the other 40,000? Because that would be kind of... Aw. 'Cause I think I'm getting like, what? 700, 800 shiny objects each time I do this? Like I said, it might not be the fastest way, but it's the way I know that's the fastest. Might actually be the fastest way. I think after I'm done with all these shiny objects, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break before we go to the final boss. I do this off screen, but then like all that would be left would be to do the final boss, and the final boss doesn't take that long. It'd make for a really short stream. Flowers and chocolates for you, Mr. Krabs. Clean dishes, Mr. Krabs. Look, I'm putting my own money in the register, Mr. Krabs. Yeah, it's like 700 every time. A little over, maybe a little under 700. To whoever just came in, sorry, you kind of joined at the rather boring part of the stream where
Tartar sauce.
I'm grinding for shiny objects to pay for Mr. Krabs. Wish I could give you something a bit more exciting than this, but just want to get it done. After we're done with all the shiny object grinding and golden spatula getting from Mr. Krabs, we'll be going to the final boss of this game.
You just met the Sponginator.
We just gotta get a little under 30,000 more shiny objects. We'll be
There's
good.
nothing like the smell of bubbles in the morning. Smells like victory.
But welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day. Okay. 62,000. How many of you have played musical instruments before?
Do instruments of torture count?
No.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
No, Patrick, mayonnaise is not an instrument. Horseradish is not an instrument either.
I love opening presents.
When do we get the free food?
Do 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 do. Too bad that didn't kill me.
Strike! It shines.
Well, it's the last night together before the show, and I know you all haven't really improved since we began. But I have a theory. People talk loud when they want to sound smart, right?
Correct.
So maybe if we play real loud, people might think we're good. Everybody ready? And a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, no theory. Maybe we should play so quietly, no one can hear us.
Well, maybe we wouldn't sound so bad if some people didn't try to play with big meaty claws.
What did you say, punk?
Big meaty claws. Well, these claws ain't just for attracting mates. Bring it on, old man, bring it on.
No, people. Let's be smart and bring it off. Oh, so now the talking cheese is gonna preach to us. Well, you did it. You took my one chance at true happiness and crushed it. Crushed it into little tiny bite-sized pieces. I really expected better from you people. But I guess I'm just a loser for that too. Don't bother showing up tomorrow. I'll just tell them that you all died in a marching accident. So thanks. Thanks for nothing.
You're welcome. Cooking? I want to do some cooking. whoever's the owner of the white sedan, you left your lights on.
There's nothing like the smell of bubbles in the morning. Smells like victory.
Gary, there's a bomb strapped to my chest. It's gonna explode in 30 seconds unless you take a bath. Please. I am now going to assault your minds with subliminal messages. Sorry, I had to say that. Hello, Fancy French Restaurant. I've got a naughty snail here who won't take a bath. What? Could you say that again? Slow down, it's like you're speaking in some other language.
I love opening presents.
Hey, Gear, how about some leapfrog? Wee-hee! Okay, your turn. Hey, Gear, how about some leapfrog? Boom. I've got a crisp dollar bill for the next fella to take a bath in this house. Ya ta 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 ta, ya ta ta ta, ya ta 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 ta, ya ta ta ta, ya ta ta ta, ya ta ta ta, ya ta 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 ta. Ya ta 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 ta. That didn't work either, huh?
Oh, sparkly!
Gary, look what I found. It's an old pirate treasure map,
Barnacles.
revealing the location of buried pirate treasure in this very house. Come on, boy, let's go get that treasure. Woo! Okay, Gary, now 40 paces to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 24, 25, 26, 27, 40. The treasure must be in here. Wow, Gary, look! A pirate treasure chest! Meow. Why, no, Gary, this isn't the bathtub. It's treasure. Look, doubloons. Don't drop them. Look at this brooch. Meow.
There's nothing like the smell of bubbles in the morning. Smells like
Oh, I'm a goofy
victory.
goober, yeah. You're a goofy goober, yeah. We're all goofy goobers, yeah. Goofy, 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 yeah. Almost there. Getting there. Just a little under 20,000 left to go.
You? Me? You think this is funny? In a cosmic sort of way, yes. Well, Mr. Funny Man, is this how you get your sick kicks?
What? It's just an ordinary crabby.
Oh my goodness!
Squidward! I tried, Mr. Plankton. I really did. Or what now? A customer ordered a medium soda and I gave him a large. I gave him a large! I soiled the good Krusty Krab name. Soiled it, soiled it, soiled it, soiled it, soiled it, soiled it.
I command you to stop that. Stop that and return to your post. Where's the off button on this thing?
I love opening presents.
Well, can I say the secret word? No, sir. He's back.
Who's back?
What was that? No discussions! Red alert! Red alert! Take cover! Take cover from what? He's around here somewhere. There he goes! What? Who? Where? Somebody tell me!
Some say he crawled out from the deepest trench of the ocean. He's the saltiest of all the sea dogs.
He's the most hated creature in Bikini Bottom.
And he's finally got a Krabby Patty!
Crabs? What the barnacles is going on here? It's your arch enemy, Krabs. His whole life is to steal a Krabby Patty and ruin our restaurant. That's terrible. Yeah, but the worst part is... Good grief, he's naked! Shit. Nah. Trophies and achievements aren't on Switch. I heard something about how Shigeru Miyamoto doesn't really think too highly of them. He just thinks they kind of maybe ruin the experience of the game or something. I don't know. I thought I read something about that not too long ago. But they aren't a thing on Switch, and yeah, one of these days, hopefully you'll be able to get one. If they ever get back in stock. I'll take your entire stock!
Can't take it!
We don't play Switch for achievements and trophies though, we play it to play it on the go. And for all the Nintendo exclusive stuff like Mario and Zelda and Smash Brothers. And Kirby and Donkey Kong. But like those push you to go for more stuff in the game that's enhancing your experience. Maybe so.
It's your birthday.
That's probably a fair argument for both of them. 2 achievements or not 2 achievements. Nintendo's like basically the only big console thing that doesn't do achievements right now.
Oh no!
Xbox got them. PlayStation has trophies. Steam has the achievements. PC, Steam, whatever. Alright, where are we? 77,000.
You've just met the Dungeonator.
There's 13,000 more, and we'll be there. And we can finally get that
There's nothing
final
like the
boss
smell
going.
of bubbles in the morning. Smells like
A victory. Sweet, sweet, sweet victory. Yeah. Actually, I have two different. I have this game on both Switch and PlayStation. I have Crash Bandicoot on both Switch and PlayStation. I have Spyro on Switch and PlayStation. I got the one on the. I got SpongeBob on PlayStation just for the achievements, pretty much. add to my trophy count. I have like a little over 3,300 trophies now. I shouldn't brag about that. I'm not going to brag about it because I know there are several people out there who have way more trophies than I do. One of my friends has 46 platinum trophies actually, and he has over 4,000 trophies. Whew. Last I checked, he has 46 platinum trophies. Next platinum trophy I'm hoping to get is at least Crash 4, if not maybe Last of Us Part 2. I definitely want to get the platinum trophy for Crash 4. And I get that. They most certainly are. I got them all 100% when I streamed Spyro. When I first streamed Spyro back when it first came out on my PS4, back when I had that old setup with the PS4 layout and stuff. I got all the trophies for all three games when I streamed it.
999, 1,000. Ready, here I come! Right.
Nice. Achievement's almost 100% on Spyro. Nice, nice. I think you said you, did you get them all, we got them all on at least some of the games, maybe not all of them. Or you were talking about how you 100%ed the games. You didn't actually get all the achievements. It's not too hard to get all the trophies in Spyro. Most of them you probably just get from playing the game. Just doing regular things, regular progression and stuff. I know they have trophies where you have to beat the boss without getting hit. At least in Spyro 2. Also Spyro 1. Spyro 1 and 2 has trophies like that. Achievements, whatever you want to call them. Well, the Spyros isn't fully complete, I can't exactly remember.
I'm ready.
You said Spyro 1 was the one you had the least experience with, right? That's how I am with Crash.
There's nothing like
Crash 1 is the one I have the least experience in.
Smells like victory.
It was years before I played the first Crash. I played Crash 2 and 3 way before I played Crash 1. Kind of the opposite for me with Spyro. Spyro 3 is the one I have the least experience in. Spyro 1 and 2 I have a lot more experience in, especially Spyro 2. Spyro 2 is the one I'm most experienced with. Crash 2 is the one I'm most experienced with out of the Crash ones. Crash 2 and Spyro 2. I'm all about the 2s, apparently. Oh, we're almost there. Almost there, just 8,000 more. It didn't take that long. It only took us... Well, actually, I think it did take us an hour. Whew. It took us an hour to grind all this... took us over an hour to grind all these shiny objects. I could just completely tune out this part. If y'all ever decide to re-watch this on YouTube or something, you could just completely skip over all this grinding, and I wouldn't blame you at all. Or I could always watch it on Twitch as well. Who's to say you have to rewatch it on YouTube? But of course it's gonna go on YouTube, just like all my streams. Except the ones that fail completely. The ones that never really get going. Because I have deleted a couple of videos where I attempted to stream on Twitch. Just because they didn't really go anywhere before they disconnected and stuff.
I love opening presents.
I was thinking if I ever stream Spyro again, I might stream, since, I mean, I'm going to stream it on Switch, since Switch is easier for me to stream compared to PS4. Slightly easier. PS4 is not too bad to stream with the setup I have, but Switch is usually easier. I can, like, actually look at my webcam on Switch as opposed to my PS4 where I have to look at my TV screen. Yeah, I was gonna say, stream Spyro on Switch, and maybe stream with the classic soundtrack too, because those games have an option where you can play with the classic soundtrack. I played with the new soundtrack last time. Streamed it. Stream it with the classic soundtrack next time. Mix things up a bit. We're almost there. We've almost got all the shiny objects we need to pay Mr. Krabs.
Take that!
I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Oh, I messed that up. My voice was kind of giving out there. Alright. 85,000, just 5,000 more.
500 years I've waited. Now I must wait 500 more.
Alright. I mentioned earlier the 100% reward for this game isn't really worth it, to be honest. You probably will 100% this game more for bragging rights than for any sort of reward, because the thing you get for it, not that worth it. Kind of like... Nah, never mind. I was gonna say it's kind of like going for the relics in the Insane Trilogy for Crash 1 and 2, except you kind of have to go for the relics to get all the achievements and trophies, at least if you're not playing on Switch. If you're playing on Switch, then the relics in Crash 1 and 2 for the Insane Trilogy are basically bragging rights. Actually, it's like going for Platinum relics in the Crash games. So you don't ever need to go for the Platinum relics. Platinum relics are all the bragging rights. Okay. Almost messed it up.
There's nothing like the smell of
So
bubbles in
close.
the morning. Smells like victory.
So close. So close.
999, 1,000. Ready
Do 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 do. I guess. Alright. Getting there, getting there. Probably 2 more rounds of this and then we'll have enough. Maybe 3 more rounds.
Bolorama! I love opening presents.
Do 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 do. Ah, we almost had enough right there. We'll have enough though after this.
I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready.
Oops, wrong button almost.
Right!
Here we go. We finally did it. We have enough. Now, report to Mr. Krabs. And then it'll be final boss time. And then we can end the stream on a high note.
Roll the sponge.
Roll a sponge.
So, do you want to trade shiny objects for a golden spatula? That's quality craftsmanship, that is. Come again. So, that...
Alright.
So, that... So, that... So, that's... The only good robot is the one that's given me them shiny objects.
Alright. Here we go. Finally time for the final boss inside the chum bucket.
They serve food here, yes, but they don't serve love.
75 golden spatulas. We have 98. But first, actually gonna use the bathroom right quick, so BRB. Alright. Here we go. The finale coming right up. Plankton's Lab.
Look at that guy. With that big square head and those short shorts. That's the most hideous thing I've ever seen.
Wait, that hideous thing looks like me.
I always knew SpongeBob would be the death of me.
Jumpin' jelly beans? A robot SpongeBob.
There's definitely something funny going on here. And I don't mean you. Something else funny. Plankton! You're behind all this, aren't you?
Yes, yes, it was me all the time. Behold, the Duplicatotron. I registered the name, so don't even think of ripping me off. With this, I can make a robot copy of anyone. I was going to make an army of loyal robots that would obey my every command.
But they're running amok!
I forgot to set the switch to obey Plankton. Ugh. But now that Daddy's home, I can fix that. What's wrong now? It should be working. It is working. They're obeying me. I knew I shouldn't have made a copy of myself, but I'm just so cute. You've interfered with my plans for the last time. SpongeBob, meet SpongeBob.
Hi, how do you do? Allow me to introduce my friends, Patrick, Sandy.
Enough! Prepare to meet your doom.
Great Barrier Reef! It looks like SpongeBob has an opportunity here. Suck it to him, SpongeBob! It looks like SpongeBob has an opportunity here. That's the ticket! And the robot is down.
So it's the robot SpongeBob and the robot Plankton. When the robot SpongeBob gets stunned, the robot Plankton attacks. Oh.
That's gotta sting! It looks like SpongeBob has an opportunity here. Suck it to him, SpongeBob! It looks like SpongeBob has an opportunity here. That's the ticket! The robot's just too big for a direct attack like that. It looks like SpongeBob has an opportunity here. The robot's just too big for a direct attack like that. Great Barrier Reef! It looks like SpongeBob
I was waiting
has an
to get that
opportunity here.
one there.
That's the ticket!
Suck it to him, SpongeBob. Karate.
Ow! I guess SpongeBob won't be winning that way. That does it. SpongeBob is back in the fight.
That's three.
It looks like SpongeBob has an opportunity here. Suck it to him, SpongeBob. It looks like SpongeBob has an opportunity here. Nice move by SpongeBob. This
This
match
match
is
is just about over.
It looks like SpongeBob has an opportunity here. That's the
Got him.
ticket.
Actually, I want to
Ow!
do something right quick and get my health back. Because I have a feeling my health, well, there's one more golden spatula, one more part to this fight after this.
That does it.
And I have a feeling that my
SpongeBob
health will
is
not
back
carry
in the
over
fight.
between the missions, so that's why I'm choosing to get all that health. Oh.
That's gotta sting.
Whatever.
Ow! I guess SpongeBob won't be winning that way. That does it. SpongeBob is back in the fight. Ow! I guess SpongeBob won't be winning that way. That does it. SpongeBob is back in the fight.
There we go.
It looks
And
like
we're done.
SpongeBob has an opportunity here.
Right on
Suck
the
it to him, SpongeBob.
We're not done yet. Still one more thing to do.
No, you don'ts are destroying my beautiful bride. We were supposed to get married next week.
Did he say married?
I'll repair you, baby. I'm shrinking!
No, Patrick. I think the robot is getting bigger.
SpongeBob, he just flew into your head.
Well, then I'm going to follow him into my head. I mean, into my robot version's head, which is like my head, but bigger and more metallic.
Will you go already?
Here I come, robot plankton.
This is just getting too weird for me.
Alright. Phase 2, sort of. Oh. Now, I don't know why, but for some reason the realistic fish head announcer doesn't announce on this part anymore, and he did in the original game.
There's nothing like the smell of
But
bubbles
apparently
in the
he's
morning.
absent for this
Smells
version.
like victory.
Oh, wait, there you are. I almost forgot about you.
Say hello to my little bubble friend.
Gotcha. So basically gotta take care of the Duplicatotrons and all the robots, and then Roboplankton will attack us. We take them out with the cruise bubble, and then we destroy all the fuses to SpongeBob. To the SpongeBob. Okay.
It shines.
There we go. And where are you? There you are. Ah, so my health did carry over. Oh well. I can do this. When I did this last time, I was at full health and I took 3 hits. Did this on my PS4. So I got this. Why did I not hit
Just
you?
met
There
the
we go.
Sponginator. Olorama! Just my size.
Not supposed to happen. Not on a easy phase like this with all the fodder.
SpongeBob Commission Control, the launch is a go.
I gotta watch out for the hammers.
Hammer! I did it!
There we go. I'm just gonna. There we go. And then I got the Duplicatotron. Now Roboplankton attacks again, wherever he is. There you are.
SpongeBob Commission Control, the launch is a go.
Missed him. Got him that time. Make sure I don't accidentally press the body slam button while I do this. There we go. Alright, now for the final part coming up here. What we gotta do, all we have left is Roboplankton to fight off. Gotta fight him off long enough to destroy the brain, destroy the robot brain. Oh! Haha, yeah, keep laughing. So we got 3 of those fuses to destroy in the brain. Just destroyed the first one. Where is he? There he is. you go.
Sometimes pushing a simple button is the most
That's not,
satisfying.
that's not pushing a button though, SpongeBob. That's destroying a fuse. Alright, we got one more. One more. 3 hits.
Bubble power.
Alright. And... victory screech! All 100 golden spatulas. And the robot is down. Or it will be down in a bit. I like how they reference the anchor arms with those arms. I'm nowhere by my jerk.
SpongeBob, you did it!
What'd he do?
What? Oh, yeah.
All my plans ruined. That does it. I'm becoming a lawyer.
You haven't defeated me yet. I still have lots of robots all over Bikini Bottom. I'll summon them all, and then we'll see. Uh-oh. I'll destroy you. You'll destroy me. I'll destroy you. I'll destroy you twice as hard. Oh yeah? I'll destroy you plus 1. Well, I'll destroy you plus infinity. Shut up, you stupid robot. Who are you calling stupid? I went to community college, you oversized puppy grinder. Oh,
I went to community college.
I'll show you. Come here and fight like a monocycle.
Well, Plankton, I hope you learned your lesson.
Oh, I certainly did. Next time I'll get it right. Ouch! We won! Who wants to get ice cream?
I do, I do.
Need I remind you all that there are still robots out there making a mess of Bikini Bottom?
Sandy is right.
Well, I thought she was a squirrel.
I'm being punished. I don't know for what, but I'm being punished.
There's still work to be done out there. Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy wouldn't stop, and neither will I. We can't rest until Bikini Bottom is safe.
Now, I don't... why is Squidward even there? Like, why is Squidward there at the chum bucket? Like, he's not even a playable character. I can get Sandy and Patrick being there because they were playable and they were telling SpongeBob what to do.
Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain!
Yeah, this is the 100% bonus ending. Just the cast lip syncing the song.
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
Lip sync karaoke.
Absorbent and yellow and porous is he.
I'm gonna get a copyright claim for this. Probably.
Then drop on the deck and flop like a fish.
SpongeBob SquarePants, SpongeBob SquarePants, SpongeBob SquarePants, SpongeBob SquarePants. I like how even King Neptune is there. I guess we could have a worse 100% reward than that. But, yeah, like I said, it wasn't much.
Up for a game of SpongeBall?
Also, after you beat the game, you get access to this SpongeBall arena. Actually, well, which you normally could go back to in the original version after you unlocked it.
Sparkly!
Like, play it during the credits. But I don't think you can go back. I don't think you can go back to this in this new version, unless maybe you beat the final boss again. I don't even know if you can refight the bosses in this version. I know you could refight the bosses in the original version, but I haven't checked to see if you could refight the bosses in this new version. Because I kind of heard maybe you couldn't. But yeah, that was SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. It's a great game, just like the original game was great. Very much a SpongeBob game. I love all the different references to the show. They even had, like, they put even more references to the show in this version of the game than they had in the original, and they have like a bunch of, they have pretty much the whole cast, like the whole cast that you know from the old show. At least of the older seasons. I know their cast has gotten a lot bigger in the later seasons. They have the Bubble Bass character from that one episode of Pickles. He's a more prominent character now. He's shown up in a lot more episodes here in the later seasons, but he's not in this one. Pretty much the only character that's not in this game, like of the main cast, is Pearl. They never mentioned Pearl in this game. I mean, they even bring in King Neptune and Bubble Buddy in this game, so I think that's pretty cool. You have characters like that. I think I accidentally exited the credits there, but oh well, no big deal. Yeah, I definitely think this is a really good game. It respects the series very well. Pretty much every level, every location, and every level in this game is a reference to something from the show. All the characters are from the show, except for maybe Prawn and the robots. Like there was a boss named Prawn who was like an old enemy of Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. He's like the only original character created for this game, besides the robots. There's some good platforming in this game. I really like the soundtrack. Soundtrack's really good too. And a few problems here and there. There are a couple of tricky parts that can get kind of frustrating, and I don't really like the Mr. Krabs golden spatulas because it's just grinding for shiny objects, and that gets kind of, like, as y'all saw, like, it's kind of old when you're trying to just, when all you have left is just to get the golden spatulas for Mr. Krabs. The game gets a bit boring at first. A bit boring for a little while until you get those golden spatulas. Yeah, I don't like that, and what else do I not like? There's some details about this version that, like the old one, that I think the old one does better. Like, I think I kind of like the original... Robo Patrick fight a bit more, even though the Robo Patrick fight is still my favorite fight in this game. But I like the design of the Robo Patrick in the old version of this game because he looked more realistic. Like in this game, he looks a bit more robotic. Yep, you are too late for the final boss. Sorry, Sweet Fantasy, we just beat it. Sorry. We already beat it. I was just talking about the game, what I liked and didn't like about it, and then I was going to call it a stream for today. Well, I just walk around Bikini Bottom doing whatever. But it still has that... Still... Like I've been saying, this game has that SpongeBob humor to it. Has the...
Too pretty. Too
Definitely has the look of SpongeBob. As most of the cast from the series reprise their roles for this game, except for Mr. Krabs and Mermaid
There's
Man.
nothing like the smell of bubbles in the morning. Smells like victory.
And a lot of cool references to the show in there. A bunch of pictures and different like golden spatulas and stuff, and they have the victory screech, that kind of thing. Just a few examples. Yeah, it was fun to stream this game. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed playing it on my PS4. I enjoyed playing it here on Switch. Even though I still think the PS4 version is a bit better than this, not just for the graphics, but because the controls are better. The controls aren't mixed up on the PS4 like they are here on the Switch. Not that the controls are bad on this version, though. They're just bad on PS4. Oh yeah, another kind of meh thing about this game, the graphical glitches. You'll see the settings like you can just see there. You see the you can see the locations just load kind of weirdly all the time in this game, especially here on the Switch version, which of course the Switch doesn't have as good graphics as the other versions, but still pretty good. Oh, and speaking of the new graphics, I definitely like the new look of them. It's a lot more colorful than the old version of this game. Very nice. So, I believe I have. Oh yeah, there is a multiplayer mode to this game, but which is new for this version of the game. They didn't have a multiplayer in the old version, but to be perfectly honest, I'm not that much of a fan of the multiplayer in this game. It takes too long.
Like
It's
a new
only
sponge.
2 players. It's a 2-player co-op horde mode, but it takes too long. It's like 40 minutes long, and it's pretty repetitive. You just like beating a whole bunch of robots over and over again. There's no consequence if you die. You get infinite lives, so yeah, multiplayer is kind of mad in this game. I played through it once, it was nice, but I don't know if I'll ever play through it again, because it just takes, like I said, it takes so long and it just gets repetitive. But that is pretty much it for SpongeBob. Definitely enjoyed it, glad I streamed it. Glad I got this game. Very fun. So I believe I will call it for today. Sorry again that you missed the final boss Sweet Fantasy, but you could always rewatch it whenever you get the chance. I will of course be uploading this to YouTube like I always do, and it'll be on Twitch for 2 weeks. So, thank you everyone who tuned in today. Apologies for the stream disconnecting at one point. Pretty much every Woo!
Very nice stream of SpongeBob.
Thank you for the 100 bit cheer, buddy. There you go, coin for the bit cheer. Thank you very much for those 100 bits. Very nice stream of SpongeBob indeed. Sorry you missed the other SpongeBob streams. I know you've been pretty busy. It's just kind of how life goes. But at least you got to be here for this one for the most part. Yeah, so thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks again for the bit cheer, Mazer, and thank you, Oscar Travels, for the follow as well. Not quite sure what my next big game will be. I might start streaming old school games again. Maybe go back to Doom, or maybe I'll play some of the old Mario games again. I remember I already played Super Mario 1 and 2, and I played through. Oh, actually, I also played through 3. I played Super Mario Brothers 1, 2, and 3 on this channel. I think the next Mario game I'll do might be Lost Levels. If not, it'll be World. So look forward to that sometime, and probably play through. Maybe play through Zelda at some point too. At least A Link to the Past. I'll play through Donkey Kong Country at some point. probably pretty soon. And of course I'll be playing through Spyro again, because I've been wanting to play Spyro for a while. I'm streaming on the Switch. I'm going to play through Crash Bandicoot again, play through the Insane Trilogy, especially with Crash 4 coming out. Definitely want to stream the original 3 games again before Crash 4 comes out. And much like Last of Us Part 2, once Crash 4 comes out, that'll be 100% my focus until I finish the game. So, just a quick little update on my future plans. And of course there will be more Smash Brothers streams and more Mario Kart streams and Splatoon streams. Get back into those to come. Those will be back as well. So until then, hope everybody has a good day. Take it easy, stay safe, and see y'all next time for whatever I end up streaming next. Maybe we'll get back to Splatoon days, we'll see. Have a nice day, y'all.